Access your free language gifts right now, before they expire. First, the Shopping at a Mall Conversation PDF Cheat Sheet. You'll learn all the must-know words and phrases for shopping and getting around the mall with this new cheat sheet. Download it for free right now. Second, the top 15 phrases for exchanges, refunds, and complaints. This 1-minute lesson will teach you phrases like, I got the wrong size, can I get a refund, and much more. Third, how about online shopping phrases? With this quick lesson, you'll learn how to say sign up, log in, add to cart, and much more in your target language. Access it right now. Fourth, want to know how to improve your speaking skills? This 1-minute lesson reveals all the top learning strategies that will get you speaking with confidence. Fifth, the Mother's Day and Father's Day Writing Worksheet. This bonus printable PDF worksheet teaches you the must-know vocabulary for Mother's Day and Father's Day. And you can even practice writing the words out. And sixth, free language learning audiobooks for anyone who's watched this far. If you visit the link below, we'll send you over to our library of language learning audiobooks, which you can get for free. Save them to your device and listen and learn. They're yours to keep forever. To get your gifts and language learning resources, click the link in the description below. Download them right now before they expire.
In this video, you will learn 10 of the most common words and phrases in Korean. Hi everybody, my name is Yoon. Welcome to the 2000 Core Korean Words and Phrases video series. This series will teach you the 2000 most common words and phrases in Korean. Each lesson will help you practice and review what you've learned. Okay, let's get started. First is 사소한, insignificant. 사소한, 사소한, insignificant. 사소한 일, insignificant event. 사소한 일, 유명한, famous. 유명한, 유명한, famous. 유명한 배우, famous actor. 유명한 배우. 재채기, sneeze. 재채기, 재채기, sneeze. 여자가 재채기를 한다. The woman is sneezing. 여자가 재채기를 한다. 간편, casual. 간편, 간편, casual. 간편 복장, casual clothing. 간편 복장. 기타, guitar. 기타, 기타, guitar. 전자기타, electric guitar. 전자기타. 호흡하다, breathe. 호흡하다, 호흡하다, breathe. 깊게 호흡하다, breathe deeply. 깊게 호흡하다. 침을 뱉다, spit. 침을 뱉다, 침을 뱉다. 침을 뱉지 마시오, no spitting. 침을 뱉지 마시오. 치과, dentist. 치과, 치과, dentist. 치과에 가다, see a dentist. 치과에 가다. 충치, cavity. 충치, 충치, cavity. 심한 충치, deep cavity. 심한 충치. 천식, asthma, 천식, 전식, asthma, 천식용 흡입기, asthma inhaler, 천식용 흡입기. Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. First, you will hear a word or phrase in English. Respond in Korean, then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Insignificant. 사소한, 사소한. Famous. 유명한, 유명한. Sneeze. 재채기, 재채기. Casual. 간편, 간편. Guitar. 기타, 기타. Breathe. 호흡하다, 호흡하다. Spit. 침을 뱉다, 침을 뱉다. Dentist. 치과, 치과. Cavity. 충치, 충치. asthma. 천식, 천식. Well done! In this lesson, you expanded your vocabulary and learned 10 new useful words. See you next time. 잘 가요.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Ask Teacher series. My name is Keijin. 안녕하세요, Keijin입니다. In this series, I'll answer your Korean questions. So if you have any questions, please let me know by clicking the link in the description or go to koreanclass101.com/ask-keijin, K-J-I-N. Ask me anything. Today, I chose some questions related to the pronunciation of Korean consonant. Here's the first question. 짜잔. Why does 네 sound like 대? That's a very good question. By the way, do you know what is 네? What does it mean? 네. It means yes in Korean. Yes. 네, 네. Are you Keijin? 네, 저는 Keijin이에요. 네. And a lot of people say, the 네. Yes, 네 sounds like 대. Why? It's simple. It's simply because Korean end sound and English end sounds are different. Different. Korean pronunciation and English pronunciation are different. What is the biggest difference? It's the nasal sound. So, for example, when you pronounce the English end sound, such as nurse, nurse, nose, afternoon, noon, you need lots of nasal sound. Without the nasal sound, it's hard to pronounce it. Let me show you. Nurse, nurse. And noon, 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 noon. Nose, nose, nose. See, you need this nasal sound. But how about the Korean end? Here are some examples that I want to show you. 나 means me. 너 means you. So, 내, 나, 너. Yes, me, you. Just an example. So, 내, 나, 너. See, I don't really need lots of nasal sound. I don't really use it. Without this, I can totally pronounce the Korean end sound. This is why Korean end sound doesn't sound like English end sound. Instead, to you, it sounds like English D because English D doesn't use so much nasal sounds like N. So, well, to you it sounds like D, but to us it's Korean N. So please make sure to practice this Korean N sound. If you want to sound like a native speaker, make sure that you don't use so much nasal sound. Okay, so what is the next question? Next question we have is this. How do you pronounce 기억? 기억. By the way, the alphabet, this is 기억 in Korean. How do you pronounce this 기억 sound? Is it G or K? That's a very good question. Officially, the romanization is G. And sometimes it's G, sometimes it's K. So it's hard to say. I would say it's none of them because, again, it's Korean pronunciation. Korean pronunciation is different from the English pronunciation. So it's not exactly the same. But it's sometimes G, sometimes K. But the official romanization for 기억 is G. And if this 기억 sound is used as a 받침, final consonant, the official romanization is K. So it's both of them. But here are some tips. 짜잔, I have some words for you. For example, 가방. It means a bag. And I have this word, 딸기. It means strawberry. And I have this word, 책, means book. While pronouncing this, have you noticed something? If this 기억 sounds comes at the beginning of the syllable, beginning of the word, it sounds more like K. But please note that when you pronounce a K sound, you breathe out a lot of air. K, car, cream, use a lot of air. A lot of air coming out. But when you pronounce the Korean 기억, we don't use that much air. Use less air with lower pitch. 가방. But it sounds closer to K than English G. 딸기. It means strawberry. And when this 기억 sound is middle of the syllable or not at the beginning of the word, then it sounds more like G. 딸기, strawberry. Now we have 책. It means book. 책. The 기억 comes at the 받침 position. It comes at the end of the syllable and it's here. Final consonant used as a final consonant. It's 책. It's not check. It's check. So we don't have the k sound. It's just check. It's like K sound with a k sound at the end. check. So please remember these tips. Here's the next question. How do you pronounce 디귿? Is it D or T? By the way, the name of this alphabet is 디귿. So is it like D or T? Now you probably can guess. It's same as the previous one. Is none of them or all of them? Since Korean pronunciation is different from the English pronunciation, it's not exactly same as English D or English T. However, the official romanization is this, D, T. When it's used at the first syllable, it's the first part of the syllable, the official romanization is D. But if it's used as 받침, it's T. I'll show you as an example, so please don't worry. So here are some examples. Then I have this word, 달. It means moon. Please listen carefully to my pronunciation. Next word that I have is this, 배달. It means delivery. Next we have 숟가락. It means spoon. Okay, so we have this. So 달. When this 디귿 sound comes at the beginning of the word, it sounds like T. is similar to T. But again, we don't really use lots of air. We have less air when you pronounce this 달 sound. 달. Moon, by the way. 달. But the lower pitch, we use the lower pitch than English T sound. 달. It's not 달. 달 means different. It's mask. 배달. If this tig sounds comes in the middle of the syllable, is middle of the word, it's not at the beginning of the word, then it sounds more like D. It's not exactly same as English D sound, but it's little closer to the English D sound. 배달. It's not 배탈. It means different. It's like stomachache. 배달. It means delivery. 배달. Now we have this 숟가락. It means spoon. 숟가락. 디귿 is used as 받침. 숯. The official pronunciation is this. 숯. But it's not exactly same as English T. It's not 숯. It's 숯. There's no T sound at the end. 숯. So please remember, when this tig comes at the beginning of the word, it sounds closer to T. But you breathe out less air with lower pitch. 배달. It sounds similar, a little bit similar to D. And 숟가락, if D sound is used as 받침, it sounds like T without T sound. It's just 숯. Okay, next question we have is also very similar. So, how do you pronounce 비읍? Is it B or P? By the way, the name of this alphabet is 비읍. And as you can guess, it's none of them or all of them. Why is none of them? It's because English pronunciation is different. Korean pronunciation and English pronunciations are different, but we still need to romanize it. We still need to write it in English alphabet. And in that case, we use both. We use this B alphabet B when it comes at the beginning of the syllable. But when this 비읍 is used as a final consonant, as 받침, is P. Here are some examples for you. So first we have 바람. It means wind. Next word that we have is 아버지. It means father. Next we have 집. It means house or home. 바람. It means wind. But when this 비읍 sounds comes at the beginning of the syllable, it sounds similar to English P. But please make sure that you breathe out less air. You use less air to pronounce it. Korean 비읍 sound. 바람. With lower pitch than English P. Now we have 아버지. It means a father. And when this 비읍 sound is used in the middle of the syllable, middle of the word, then it sounds closer to English B sound, but not exactly the same because the pronunciation is, I would say it's closer to P sound with less air. So 아버지 is stronger than English B sound. 아버지, it's not 아버지, it's 아버지. Next we have 집. Here, this 비읍 sound is used as a 받침. Yes, final consonant. So it's 집. It's kind of used as P sound, but without the P sound. It's not 집. It's not like that. It's 집, which means a house or home. Okay, the next question is, 따라란. Now you can answer this without me, right? How do you pronounce 지읒? This one in Korean is 지읒. The name of this alphabet is 지읒. Is it J or CH? Is none of them or all of them? I would say none of them. It's because of this. First, when it's used at the beginning of the word, beginning of the syllable, it's J. It's just J. That's it. It's not CH. But if this 지 sounds comes at the 받침 position, is used as a final consonant, then it's T sound. What? I know. So I prepared some example for you. The first word that I prepared is this. 지각. 지각. It's a lateness or being late. It's a noun. 지각. 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 Next word that I prepared is this. 바지. 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 It means pants. It's pants. Next word that I prepared is not. Not is day or daytime. Daytime. 지각, 바지, not. So when you pronounce 지각, when 지 sound comes at the beginning of the word, then it sounds like ch. It sounds closer to ch. 지각, 지각. But it's not 지각. We use less air and we use lower pitch. So it's not 지각. It's not 지각. It's 지각, 지각. Use lower pitch with less air. How about this? 바지, 바지, 바지. It means pants, pants, 바지. So it's not English J. It's not 바지, 바지, 바지. It's not like that. It's 바지, 바지. When you pronounce this G sound here, it's similar to CH with less air, lower pitch. 바지, 바지. Next we have not, daytime. And now 지읒 is used as a 받침, right? As a final consonant. Here it sounds like T without T sound. It's not. It's not daytime. Okay, please remember this. And 짠, the final question for today is this. Why does 이응 and here sound similar sometimes? So name of this is 이응 and name of this is 히읗. So why are they sound similar? Okay, so let's look at these examples. 짠, 유지 versus 휴지. 휴지. By the way, do you know 유지? 유지, it means maintenance. And 휴지, it means 짠, tissue. It has many meanings. Toilet paper or trash. 휴지. So when this 이응 and 히 sound comes at the beginning of the word, it sounds clearly different. Can you hear the difference between 유지 and 휴지? 유지, 휴지. So we definitely use more air with higher pitch. 휴지, 유지. So maintenance, toilet paper, tissue, 휴지. Yes, when it comes at the beginning of the word, it's different. However, here are another example, like 가운 is a gown. English word, right? 가운. I would say it's a family motto. So a lot of family has this 가운. So our family should keep this. Our family, for example, our family should be very honest all the time. This is our family motto. So some family has family motto is 가운. Can you hear the difference? 가운 is a gown that you wear. If you're a doctor, you wear a white gown, right? 가운. Yes, I pronounce the H sound, but it's weaker than 유지, 휴지. It's very clear. But when it doesn't come at the beginning of the words, and when the H sound is at the beginning, in the middle of the word, it sounds weaker. So 가운, 가훈, 가훈, 가훈. Now I'm trying to pronounce the H sound strongly, but in daily life, in real life, very often we speak very fast and we don't really pronounce every single syllable of the word, every single vowel, every single consonant clearly. So we sometimes pronounce it very quickly, then it sounds very similar. 가운, 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 it sounds similar. So you have to notice you have to understand the meaning by looking at the context. So please remember that Korean H sound is a little bit weak when it's in the middle of the word. Okay, so today I answered lots of questions related to the pronunciation of Korean consonant. I hope these are really useful. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next video. 다음 시간에 봐요.
Hi everyone, welcome to Ask Kjin. My name is Kjin. 안녕하세요, Kjin입니다. In this series, I'll answer your Korean questions. So if you have any questions, please let me know by clicking the link in the description. Or you can go to koreanclass101.com/ask-kjin. So ask me any questions. Today I picked questions related to similar Korean words. Here's the first question. What's the difference between 벌써 and 이미? 벌써 and 이미. Both of them means already. So something was done already a long time ago or before the present. But 벌써 has another meaning, which means so soon, more quickly than you thought. So for example, someone is saying 나 집에 가야 해. It means I've gotta go home. 나 집에 가야 해. 나 집에 가야 해. I've gotta go home. And you can say 벌써? Already? That's much earlier than I thought. 벌써? So this is a big difference. Both of them means already, but 벌써 has another meaning, like so soon. Here's the second question. What's the difference between 좋다 and 좋아하다? 좋다 and 좋아하다. The big difference is this. 좋다 is an adjective and 좋아하다 is a verb. So 좋다 is an adjective meaning to be good. 좋다. And it also means to be fond of. That's why sometimes people think 좋다 means exactly same as 좋아하다, the verb meaning to like. But please remember, 좋다 is an adjective and 좋아하다 is the verb. And second difference is this, the particle. Yes. 좋아하다 and 좋다, they use different particle. Before 좋다, you use a particle 이 or 가. And before 좋아하다, you use a particle 을 or 르. Here's an example. I like fruits, by the way. So, 포도가 좋아요. 포도가 좋아요. And 포도, it means grapes. And 가, the particle. And 좋아요 is exactly same as 좋다. But 좋다 is the dictionary form. Its the root form is infinitive. And 좋아요 is polite spoken form. And it's the present tense. So, 포도가 좋아요 means I like grapes or I'm fond of grapes. 포도가 좋아요. Or can also say 감이 좋아요. 감 means a persimmon. 감. And 이 is a particle and 좋아요 means to be fond of or like. Do you see this particle? I'm using 가 here and I use 이 here. It's because 포도, this is a noun ending with a vowel. So I use 가 here. And 감. is persimmon. And it's a noun ending with consonant. So I'm using the particle e. So you use some noun, and after that you use a particle depending on what it ends with. And use 좋아요. So 포도가 좋아요, 감이 좋아요. And if I want to use 좋아하다 with exactly the same words, I will say 포도를 좋아해요. Again, 좋아요 is the present tense, is spoken, polite spoken form of 좋아하다, which is the dictionary form of to like. 포도를 좋아해요. 감을 좋아해요. I like persimmons. 감을 좋아해요. So I use 를 here because 포도 ended with a vowel. I use 을 here because 감 ended with consonant. So 포도가 좋아요 and 포도를 좋아해요. This means exactly the same, but you just need to use different particles. Then you might be wondering, teacher, you said 좋다 can also mean to be good or to be fond of. How can I know which one is meant? Well, you see the context. So when I see 포도가 좋아요, well, you can guess, I'm talking about grapes because I like it. 포도가 좋아요. Or I'm showing you 포도 and it has good quality. Then I might be saying, the quality of 포도, the grapes, is very good today. So it depending on the context. You can clearly see the context very easily, so don't worry about this. Here's the last question of the day. What is the difference between 다시 and 또? 다시 and 또? Well, both of them means again. So something happening again, once again. But 다시 has some meaning, some nuance. You do something all over again from the scratch. 다시. And 또, you do something again additionally. So that's the difference. 다시, all over again. 또, again additionally. For example, you are asking me a question. What is homework in Korean? What is homework? So I'm saying, homework in Korean, that's 숙제. It means homework, 숙제. And you are saying, please write it again using 다시, using 다시. As in, 다시 써주세요. 다시, again, 써 is from 쓰다, meaning to write. And 주세요 means please. So please write it again. 다시 써주세요. If you say 다시 써주세요, then I will do this. Okay. All over again. 숙제 is 숙제. Here you are. 숙제 means homework. So this is what I will do. I'll write again, all over again from the scratch. But imagine you use this expression, 또, as in, 또 써주세요. 또, again, 또 써주세요. If you say that, I will do this. Okay, I write it again. 숙제, additionally. So I'm writing it again, additionally, not all over again from the beginning. So 숙제 is homework. And 다시 has a nuance, doing something again, all over again from the scratch. And 또, you do something again, additionally. That's it for this lesson. Today I answered 3 questions about similar Korean words. I'm Keijin, and I'll see you on KoreanClass101.com. 다음 시간에 봐요. Hi everyone. Welcome to Ask Keijin. My name is Keijin. 안녕하세요, 케이진입니다. In this series, I'll answer your Korean questions. So if you have any questions, please let me know by clicking the link in the description. Or you can go to koreanclass101.com/ask-keijin. So ask me any questions. Today, I picked questions related to similar Korean vowels. What's the difference between these 2 vowels? The first vowel, 에, consists of a plus e, as in a, I, e. The second vowel is this. O plus I, as in e. So first vowel is supposed to have bigger mouth open, and the second vowel supposed to have smaller mouth open. In modern Korean, we don't pronounce these two vowels differently anymore. So I was born and grew up in Korea, and if you ask me to pronounce these vowels, I would say e. And my parents, my friends too, they just say these are the same. But of course, if you are preparing to become an announcer in Korea or narrator, voice actors, you need to pronounce this slightly differently. But as a normal person who grew up in Korea, we don't pronounce it differently. So don't worry about this. I would say there's almost no difference. So let me show you some examples. I read these words with exaggeration. First, 새집, new house, and 새집, three houses, 새집. But actually, when we speak with other people, we don't really care about these small differences, and we just say like this. First one is 새집. Where is your new house? 새집 어디야? 새집. The second one, 새집. Oh, three houses. 새집. Do you see the differences? So theoretically, there is some differences. There is some difference in the pronunciation, but in modern Korean, normal people don't see the difference. We don't really recognize the difference anymore. Here's the second question. What's the difference between these two vowels? The first vowel consists of ya plus I. Ya plus I. Ya, I, ye. The second one consists of yo plus I. Yo plus I. So can you guess the difference now? Yes, it has ya sound. Ah. When you pronounce this first ye sound, you are supposed to make your mouth bigger. Ye. Theoretically, you are supposed to use your mouth a little bit smaller than the first one. So ye and ye. But again, in modern Korean, we don't really recognize the difference anymore. Let me show you some example. The first word is 얘기. Means story or talk. 얘기. Second word is 예술. Art. 예술. Well, I pronounce these words with exaggeration, but really, in daily life, we just say 얘기, or 예술. 얘기, 예술. We don't really pronounce these words differently. Here's the last question. What are the differences? These sounds so similar. 왜, right? The first vowel consists of O and I, as in 왜. And the second vowel consists of O plus E. The third vowel consists of U and E. So these two vowels, when you pronounce these two vowels, your mouth is supposed to start from this shape. As in 왜. This one, you have this E sound, so you are supposed to open your mouth a little bit bigger than the first one, as in 왜. The third one, you have U here, so you start your mouth shape like this. 왜. So 왜, 왜, 왜. So you don't need to spend so much time practicing these vowels. So they are just like 왜. Let me show you some examples. I read these three words with exaggeration. 괴물, monster. 괘심, disgrace or shame. 궤도, orbit or track. But again, in real life, we pronounce these vowels in a similar way, as in 괴물, 괘심, 궤도. Do you hear the difference? 괴물, 괘심, 궤도. Well, as a native Korean, I don't see the difference. I don't hear the difference. That much. We don't really pronounce these vowels differently. So don't worry about this. Just remember these three have different spelling, but well, it just sounds like 왜. That's it for this lesson. Today, I answered 3 questions about similar Korean vowels. Thanks for watching. I'm Keijin, and I'll see you on KoreanClass101.com. 다음 시간에 봐요. 오늘 덥죠?
In the next minute, you'll be challenged to make small talk about the weather. First, let's look at some examples.
오늘 덥죠?
네, 그렇네요. 오늘 춥죠?
네, 그렇네요.
오늘 날씨가 좋죠?
네, 그렇네요.
Let's practice.
날씨가 더운 날 계진 씨와 만났습니다. 날씨에 대해서 이야기해 보세요.
네, 그렇네요.
날씨가 추운 날 계진 씨와 만났습니다. 날씨에 대해서 이야기해 보세요.
네, 그렇네요.
How did you do? You can consider this practice exercise successful if you were able to answer in the given time, completed a pattern with a weather condition, and used the sentence pattern featured in this example.
오늘 춥죠?
Try this practice exercise again if you want to improve your fluency or skill in any of these areas.
비가 와요.
In the next minute, you'll be challenged to talk about the weather. First, let's look at some examples.
날씨 어때요?
비가 와요. 날씨 어때요?
맑아요.
날씨 어때요? 눈이 와요.
Let's practice.
비가 옵니다. 질문에 답하세요.
날씨 어때요?
날씨가 맑습니다. 질문에 답하세요.
날씨 어때요?
How did you do? You can consider this practice exercise successful if you were able to answer in the given time, completed a pattern with a weather condition, and used the sentence pattern featured in this example.
맑아요.
Try this practice exercise again if you want to improve your fluency or skill in any of these areas.
죄송하지만 한 번 더 말해주세요. 천천히 말해주세요.
In the next minute, you'll be challenged to ask for clarification. First, let's look at some examples.
죄송하지만 한 번 더 말해 주세요. 천천히 말해 주세요.
죄송하지만 한 번 더 말해주세요.
죄송하지만 적어 주세요.
Let's practice.
계진 씨가 말하는 것을 못 알아들었습니다. 다시 물어보세요.
저는 독서를 좋아해요. 저는 독서를 좋아해요.
How did you do? You can consider this practice exercise successful if you were able to answer in the given time and use the sentence pattern featured in this example.
죄송하지만 한 번 더 말해 주세요. 천천히 말해 주세요.
Try this practice exercise again if you want to improve your fluency or skill in any of these areas.
한국어로 chopsticks 어떻게 말해요?
In the next minute, you'll be challenged to ask for a word in Korean. First, let's look at some examples.
한국어로 텍스트북 어떻게 말해요?
교과서예요.
한국어로 펜 어떻게 말해요?
펜이에요.
한국어로 이거 어떻게 말해요? 젓가락이에요.
Let's practice.
한국어로 찹스틱스를 어떻게 말하는지 물어보세요.
젓가락이에요.
How did you do? You can consider this practice exercise successful if you were able to answer in the given time, completed a pattern with an English word, and used the sentence pattern featured in this example.
한국어로 펜 어떻게 말해요?
Try this practice exercise again if you want to improve your fluency or skill in any of these areas.
Hey everyone, welcome to the monthly review, the monthly show on language learning, where you discover new learning strategies, motivational tips, study tools, and resources. By the way, all the lessons and bonuses you're about to see can be downloaded for free on our website. So click the link in the description right now to sign up for your free lifetime account. Okay, today's topic is, can busy people actually learn a language? You yourself probably have an answer to this question, right? But whether you can or can't actually has a bit more to do with your mindset than anything else. And in this guide, you'll discover 1. Is it possible for busy people to learn a language and the mindset needed? 2. Mental bandwidth, the one thing that can make or break your language goals. And 3. 5 mindset tricks to make time for language. But first, if you're looking for new free language resources and downloads, here are this month's new lessons and resources. Be sure to download these now before we take them down in a few days. First, the Talking Online PDF cheat sheet. Learn the must-know internet slang and all the internet-related vocab and phrases in your target language with this PDF cheat sheet. And second, the 40 words and phrases for ordering food writing workbook. With this free resource, you'll pick up must-know words and phrases for the restaurant and practice writing them out as well. To get your free resources, click the link in the description below right now. They're yours to keep forever. Can busy people actually learn a language? Part 1. Is it possible for busy people to learn a language and the mindset needed? So, can busy people actually learn a language? What do you think? Leave us a comment and let us know. As much as we want to say yes, it's more of a yes or no depending on the person. Why yes? Yes, because many of our members are busy and are learning with our system. And some of you who are watching also fall into this camp. But it also depends on the person because it's more of a mindset thing. Either you think you have time or you don't. For example, many of our members fall into the group of can learn and can find the time, even if they're busy. If you're busy and still want to learn, if you look around, you can always find 5 or 10 minutes a day, like on a commute. Now, if your mindset is the opposite, if you think you can't learn a language or you don't have time, you won't even try, even if you had a resource that was proven to work. Part 2. Mental bandwidth, the one thing that can make or break your language goals. And if you think about it, if you had all the time in the world but felt like you couldn't learn a language, you wouldn't try either. Again, this is why it comes down to the mindset and why it all depends on each individual person. Either you think you can or you think you can't. But it may not always be this black and white either. It can also depend on your mental bandwidth too. Think back to your school days, those few days before exams. It got really busy and you had to stop everything to study, right? You were probably thinking, if I can just get through studying this week and take the test, then next week I can finally start relaxing and doing other things. And if someone asked you if you wanted to hang out, you would say no, because you're busy. But chances are you still managed to spend at least 30 minutes on YouTube or social media. Meaning you did have some time, even if you were busy. But the test was occupying your mind and taking up all that bandwidth. So it's also possible that we just don't have the mental bandwidth because we're overwhelmed. And this is a genuine reason for not being able to learn when you're busy. Don't worry, in the next part, we'll show you how to get some bandwidth so that you don't feel overwhelmed. Part 3. 5 mindset tricks to make time for language. So if you've gotten this far, you understand that it is possible to start learning a language, even if you're busy, that you can find the time, but it mostly comes down to your mindset. So how can you develop the mindset? So when you're too busy, it feels like you're overwhelmed and like you don't have control of your time. Well, there are a few things you can do to gain some control of your time, have some breathing room, and learn a bit of language. First, always set small, measurable goals. This is something that we talk a lot about here. For example, learn for 10, 15, or 20 minutes every day. Learn 100 words in 1 month, which means learning 3 to 4 words a day. And the mindset behind this is just being realistic with your goals and what you can do. Because if you're busy, you may not have 1 or 2 hours. And this is a strict rule, especially when starting out with new goals and languages. Always stick to small, measurable goals. Second, lowering your goals and expectations is okay when things get super busy. If you couldn't learn all 100 words for the month and only got up to 40 or 60, that's okay. If you tried learning on Monday and Tuesday but skipped Wednesday and Thursday, that's okay. Sometimes you have to shift priorities, and prioritizing things is a secret to a successful life. You may not get to the goal you wanted to achieve today, but you can get to it next week. Third, it's okay to put language on pause if life gets in the way. Just like with that last point, you can always come back and reach your goal a little later. We often see learners put language on pause, come back later. Some even come back years later. But the key is to come back. Fourth, avoid the all-or-nothing mindset at all costs. And an all-or-nothing mindset is something you'll see in beginners and perfectionists. When you have this mindset, you'll say, language learning requires hours, so there's no point in learning for a few minutes today. But something is better than nothing, and even 5 to 10 minutes of review adds up in the grand scheme. And in the grand scheme, it's more important to be consistent, even if it's just for a minute a day, rather than study for hours once a week. The brain just doesn't work that way. Fifth, do you have a slowdown or relaxing routine that you do on the weekends or whenever you have free time? And if you didn't do it, you'd feel overwhelmed? Leave us a comment and let us know what it is. For some, it could be reading, watching TV, or going to a cafe and doing nothing for a bit. You're there on your own, you don't have much to do in front of you, even if it's just 10 or 15 minutes. And if you're settled, you start feeling in control. And that's the point you have some mental bandwidth. You can start doing some time management and plan your week out. You can put in a few minutes of language learning. But if you don't slow down and if you feel overwhelmed, you could have the easiest possible way to learn a language. And you still wouldn't do it. So, back to you. If you were busy, do you think you'd be able to learn a language? Leave us a comment. So, thank you for watching this episode of Monthly Review. Do you record yourself speaking your target language? If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. See you next time. Bye! You say you want to learn and speak the language, but you never quite make the time for it. Well, what if we told you there's an easy way to make time and turn language learning into a habit without carving out time, rearranging your schedule, or changing your life? How to use habit stacking to learn and create a simple learning routine. Stick around. In today's guide, you'll discover 1. How to use habit stacking to create a learning routine. 2. How to learn language while you're on the go. 3. How to boost your vocabulary in under a minute a day. And 4. How to learn while relaxing, plus more. But first, if you don't yet have access to our language learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. What's habit stacking? Habit stacking is an easy way to create new habits by stacking a new habit that you want to have on top of an existing habit that you already have. Why do this? Well, new habits are hard to stick with, but your existing ones are already built into your brain. So by stacking or combining an existing habit with a new one, you're much more likely to stick with it. For example, if you commute to work or school in the morning, use that time to learn the language. Listen to an audio lesson of ours. So here's what else you can do with our learning system. Download the innovative language learning app for the iPhone or Android, and you can play our audio and video lessons, absorb practical conversations, pick up new words, phrases, and grammar rules, all during your commute. By the way, you can also apply this tactic to any other routine where it makes sense, like on a walk or while grocery shopping. Do you tend to check your email at a certain time of the day? If so, you can also pick up new words in your target language with our Word of the Day emails. With the Word of the Day, you get new words, translations, and sample sentences, all delivered to your inbox. And all of this takes just a minute or less. This service is free for anyone who has an account with us. If you tend to wind down in the evening with TV or podcasts, you can use that time to learn some language as well. Just turn on our lessons and play them in the background. Or you can play our vocabulary slideshows and passively review vocabulary in the same way. You can access vocabulary slideshows for free inside our vocabulary lists. By the way, if you've noticed, all of these suggestions include 1. Your existing habit, like commuting, taking a walk, checking email, or relaxing in the evening, and 2. Your desired habit, learning a language. So if you want to learn the language and get access to these learning tools and our learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. If you're learning a language, the words and phrases that will come easiest to you will always be the ones you're interested in, whether it's words with bad or funny meanings or phrases about yourself, such as where you're from or how old you are. So what if you could make your own printable vocabulary worksheets so you could review and practice writing out the words that you're interested in? How to create your own printable vocabulary worksheets. Well, stick around. In today's guide, you'll discover 1. How to assemble your own word and phrase lists, 2. How to create your own printable worksheets, and much more. But first, if you don't yet have access to our language learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. While you're learning the language, you should keep in mind what exactly you want from this language. Do you want to talk about yourself, your hobbies, or understand TV or music? Why? Because you'll naturally learn faster if you're learning about what you're interested in. So, here's how you can assemble your own personal vocab lists. 1. As you go through our lessons on the pathway, you'll likely come across words and phrases you want to remember. You could write them down, or you can send them to the word bank, which is a premium feature where you can store words and phrases for later review. So look for the Add to Word Bank button on the lesson page. 2. You can also save words and phrases from our free vocabulary list to the word bank as well. You can sort through hundreds of vocabulary lists by topics such as weather, hobbies, talking about your day, and more, so you can find words that you're interested in. And then click on Add All to Word Bank. Here's how you can make your own worksheets. Just go to the vocabulary menu and select Word Bank. There, you'll see your collection of words and phrases. Just click on Printer-Friendly Version to print them out. You can also click Export Word Bank. If you've organized and labeled your words into categories such as verbs and adjectives, you can select that label and export it as a PDF. Then, go ahead and print the file out. You can use this worksheet to review the words or even write on it. So, if you just want ready-made printable worksheets and cheat sheets, then you can always unlock our free conversation and vocabulary PDF cheat sheets and PDF writing worksheets. These resources are free for members of our language learning system. So, if you want to learn the language and get access to these learning tools and our learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. Great work! Here's a reward. Speed up your language learning with our PDF lessons. Get all of our best PDF cheat sheets and ebooks for free. Just click the link in the description.